Hello everyone, hello and welcome to a new video today with Morrowind, and not just any version of Morrowind but the OpenMW version 0.47.0 revision BAC 679 D5 F5. Yes, that F5 really makes a world of a difference, I assume. This is technically not Morrowind. I mean, it is Morrowind, but it's technically not the same game. It's in the same vein as the Daggerfall video that I showed you last week. It's a different engine. It's, simply put, not the same game. And I'm gonna show you exactly kind of what I mean by that. I'm gonna load up a save game. The splash screens are still in the classic 4x3 format. You can extend them. There's an option somewhere in the launcher that extends them, but I didn't use it because I like the original aspect of it. Now, if you haven't played Morrowind in a while, this may not actually look all that different to you. I mean, apart from this big thing right here, because I think I installed a mod that adds glowing windows in a manner that is not correct, because it was supposed to do, you know, this, but to some shacks it did this. So that guy's shack is invisible. Actually, there's two shacks that are invisible right now. If I go into it, yeah, this guy doesn't even have windows. What did I add to the shack then? Okay, so anyway. If you haven't played Morrowind in a while, you may not remember things how exactly they used to be. I mean, the skies looks nice. I actually think I think I installed a mod that remakes the star map, but doesn't seem to have taken effect. But I think the moons may be looking a bit better. But again, going back to what I was saying, if you haven't played Morrowind in a while, you may not, pick up on some like tiny details that may not be obvious to you. Because, you know, I can see those mushrooms off in the distance. I really shouldn't be able to. I mean, they should be kind of... Let's go back to X1. X1.5. This kind of used to be the draw distance of Morrowind. And with the standard mods and the Morrowind graphics extender, if I did this, my frame rate would basically go to nothing. Now, granted, it's not great now, but I can basically see kind of like a quarter of the map on the screen at the same time. And this doesn't really drop all that much. I mean, the frame rate. Let's actually... what was the thing? Player... set speed. Let's do this, and I'm gonna show you exactly how fun this can be. See, this is basically a quarter of the map in my field of vision, and it's running at 60 frames a second. Standard Morrowind, built on the same NetImmerse Gamebryo engine that Bethesda built on, would just die at this point. It would not function. I know because I tried it a while ago, before I learned that this mod was a thing, that this engine re-implementation was a thing. I think I'm supposed to actually slow down a bit because it's at 10,000, it's a bit much. And it gets even better. It does sometimes hitch when I go into a new region, but it does that only once to build a navigation niche. Otherwise, there's no cell loading. And that's mind-blowing. This is the entirety of Morrowind, basically. In your field of view. Smoothly scrolling at over 60 frames a second. And I think I should probably turn off that mod that was supposed to make the windows and doors, glow like that. Oh, the doors are glowing, they just do it in a weird fashion. Glowing doors. Ah, yes, of course, the famous... Oh, nothing, the famous NPCs of Balmora. Where is that idiot? there are always like 3 or 4 idiots running around Balmora, even at night. I mean, apart from the guards, even at night, even during a rainstorm, they're always there, and this really upset me because this came out a year after Gothic, and Gothic had actual schedules for its NPCs. Thing is, I actually put in a mod that adds schedules to the NPCs, so they're not there anymore. They actually went away. They probably went indoors or did something else because they're not there. They're just the guards. So you can absolutely do amazing things with mods in Morrowind. Especially in this version of it, because, you know, apart from those exclamation marks, it's a lot easier to get the game running at a decent performance rating with this OpenMW than it is with the standard engine. It's actually impressive how well this runs. I'm gonna go back into the stars. I think I just exited the stratosphere for a second. I'm gonna... Well, I think I went a bit too far actually now. I need to get closer to actually be able to still see the map. Now let's drop down a bit. Look at how well this runs. I mean, yeah, it's building the navigation meshes, but after that, nothing. You can even go to the ghost fence. I actually installed a mod that gives the ghost fence a bit of parallaxing. I'm not sure if it worked or not, but it's there. As you can see, it does load, you know, lower texture, level detailed stuff first. It does this because it has to. Those things were actually... Am I being attacked? Oh, it's a cliff. Oh, goddammit, no! TGM. Okay, we're safe now. Whew. Oh, it's still coming after me. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Take this. Just... Oh my god, there's so many of you. I'm running away from here. So, kind of forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, Morrowind was not built with distant lands in mind. That's one of the reasons why it runs so badly in the standard version. People had to build these basically by hand. And they also worked a lot to, you know, optimize the meshes for the game because they were not built with, you know, with them fitting on the screen at the same time, all of them. So they're really terribly optimized, horribly optimized, the point where they well, they needed to make a new engine for everything to work properly. I think the sun is about to rise. We're probably going to see something really pretty soon. Or is the east that way? So it's supposed to rise there, I guess, unless it's an Arda style situation. This does... I think I actually made in a previous Daggerfall video of a segment of the sun rising. That was actually in the Daggerfall trailer. It showed up a bit of the sun rising or setting, I believe. Anywho, it looks quite pretty. Actually, I think, let me see, is it going to load? Not sure if it's going to load. No, no, it already cached it. This is the spot where you could build your house, your base of operations, basically, if you're working for one of the houses, and it will load. Oh goddamn, not those guys again. The low poly model will load at some point if you pass by here when you're in flight, which is quite fun. So modding OpenMW is a bit more of an involved operation than it is with the Daggerfall's Unity implementation, because that thing works a bit better. It actually rises. Wait, that's the east. That's the west. You know, it probably makes sense that it don't let me really do much with the maps at work, as I keep getting east and west confused. So modding this thing is a bit more difficult than it is to mod vanilla Morrowind or Daggerfall, because it uses its own different structures. It uses its own launcher with its own style of handling data. There are some utilities that do help with that, but you do sometimes get issues like that, and you will have to work a bit at debugging them. Thankfully, there is a very, very vast community that's built around this game, this project, and they do have a giant list of mods and how you can install them. It's just that it takes you a while to actually install them. Maybe not days, but certainly it does take the better part of a day to actually do it properly. And look how beautiful how beautiful it can be. Let's actually turn off TCL, AGM, and go back to 100. And apart from, you know, the graphics mods, I just quick saved because you know what I'm gonna do.
This is pointless. Give in.
Wait, I clicked the wrong button. Ah, goddammit. F8, F9. I clicked the wrong button. I meant something else.
Here to see the castle.
No. Go to jail. So there's a bunch of gameplay mods. Haven't found really a mod that changes the combat to make it, you know, less aggravating when it comes to hitting things. But there's this mod that lets you go to jail and try to escape.
With you long enough.
What brings you here? I know, I'm in jail.
Run away. Quick and many.
Maybe kills be quick and many. Okay. Ah, spears, man. Remember when games had spears in them? Oh, those were the days. I never really appreciated how great spears were as an idea for a game weapon, an RPG like this, until you know, they stopped putting them in games, because apparently spears are hard to do for giant budget AAA companies. Oh, that's nice. So the skill to increase. Let's actually steal everything this guy has, and let's equip it on the paper doll. That's a bit of a funky stretching type of situation there, but say I can see it. When I first played Morrowind on my ancient Pentium 2, there were some issues with actually displaying this paper doll. I didn't see it. I didn't even see the minimap. This bit was invisible to me. I just saw my position in the center, and that's it, nothing else. It had an issue with my graphics driver, because I was using a SIS 315 video card, which is not a video card that people, you know, use. But can I say, I just love this. I mean, look at this. I'm wearing greaves and pants at the same time. At the same time. You can't do that in Oblivion. You can't do that in Skyrim. You can't. You simply can't. But here you can. I did it. I'm even wearing a belt. I got a gauntlet. I have just one gauntlet equipped. And look. See? Just one gauntlet equipped. I'm like a rock star. But yeah, and I want to pick up the spear as well. Where is that silver? Oh, that's a silver spear actually. That's nice. Speed, range, in feet. There's also a sheeting animation now. See, it sheets weapons. There was a mod that was supposed to show me the weapon sheathed at my side, but I think I forgot to install it or something. Can we actually leave this place, or this must be? Oh, there's a steel broadsword. Let's get that as well, and that's locked. Oh, more armor. Thought it was a guy sleeping, and I could stab him when he sleep. Where is the exit to this thing? Oh, I can hear footsteps. Hello.
Yes.
Now, would it be nice of me to quonk him on the head since he hasn't done anything? It wouldn't. I'm gonna do it anyway. Huh. That, I didn't think that ended like you wanted to end. This prison thing maybe has some issues that need to be worked out at some point. There's only one of the guards seems to go aggro on you. try to kill you. Ooh, steal longbow. I did steal the longbow. Pelagian. Are there other? No, it's just Pelagian. Oh, look how quickly it loads. Since, you know, there's not really much much to load. Still amazes me that when I first played it, apart from it running terribly, that I had to close like every 2 hours because it was running at 10 frames a second, since the engine was so badly made that it kept running scripts in the background every time you played it, even though the scripts were supposed to go bye-bye, but it didn't. It amazed me how big it seemed. Compare this to, well, Skyrim, for example. You can't really, you know, see in Skyrim, you can't really see like stuff like that so clearly. That's so close. That's a different. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what that was, but I remember it being important at some point. A Dwemer ruin that I got to explore it for some reason. I don't remember exactly what was in it. It was some time ago. Everything was so close to each other. This is Balmora. This is another place. The journey from this place, from what was it called, Seydanin, to Balmora, like, was exhilarating for me. You could. I'm gonna drop the speed down a bit. Travel down this path. Actually, no, it didn't travel down this path. Here's the thing about the Elder Scrolls games, that I don't think the developers maybe got necessarily correct. They have intended paths for you that you may sometimes miss. In Skyrim, for example, there is right at the edge of the first town you get to, there's a shrine that gives you an XP bonus for the rest of the game, for one of the 3 main type of statistics. I never saw that thing until after I finished the game, because I just, you know, went on my own path, like jumping through places and running things, and the same thing happened to me in Morrowind. I found out years later after I got the internet, because you know, I never found this or this guy. I never found this guy. Was he added by one of the expansions? Because I never found his book or this guy. I don't think I ever actually went like through this exact intersection. Even though the world is so small compared to the previous, to Skyrim, I never got here. Which is, that's telling about how freeing the game can be. How complex it can be. But I do remember going up here and going through here and fighting a dog. That dog kicked my ass several times. Well, there's the rat as well, but there used to be a dog here. I don't know, a Nyx hound, that's what it was named. It was around here somewhere, and my god, look how well this works, even though it's no Nyx hound. Maybe the Nyx hound was, no. I could have sworn there was a Nyx hound. Maybe I'm getting it confused with a different path. Yeah, I think I'm getting confused with a different path, because there's no Nyx hound here. It's probably on the other side, as I was going towards the mountains. Oh, there's a mud crab. There's more mud crab. Mud crabs everywhere. There's some boats. Don't remember the boats. Also, I don't think this is Balmora. Seitnin, Gdarmok, Kadrun. What's his name? Balmora. So I'm supposed to go through here. But I didn't go through here when I first played it, did I? No, I went through other places, more weird places, because that's what I do. Bitter Coast region. I think I'm just running in circles. So what the hell? Oh, there it is, right in front of me. I should have gone the other way. Yes, I'm being attacked by a rat. Rats are actually the first thing I ever fought in Morrowind. The rats for the quest in the Fighters Guild, where somebody has some rats in their house and wants you to take care of them. They kicked the crap out of me. I think there was just 2 rats. They kicked the absolute crap out of me. Completely. Horribly. And I think I just missed Balmora again. Maybe I went by Stealth Strider the first time and that's why I missed the Carrion Flight guy. And that's a possibility. Also, the water is quite nice. I didn't have a pixel shader compatible video card back then, so I never got to see the pixel shading up until I got the add-on 64. Yeah, maybe it was this thing that was glowing or was supposed to glow. I don't know. Let's see, which one was Caius's? Was this his house? No, that's the pawnbroker. Actually supposed to go to a place. See, this guy's out now. He used to stay out non-stop in the standard version of the game, which made him kind of an idiot.
You may speak.
Oh yes, I may speak. I think this was his house. Yeah. What up, boo? Here it is. The mod also has different colors to tell you if you have new dialogue to discuss with the people. Freelance work, Imperial Cult, my name, guilds, Kamonatong. Oh, the Kamonatong, man, these guys. These guys were just up my ass constantly when I played the game. It got to the point where I had found out I think I actually got a quest to kill their leader. And I'm going to kill him because that bastard ruined my life, basically, in the game. But all the time he tried to kill me. And I got to him and talked to him and left there agreeing with the guy and not killing him. See, that's the power of a well-written game. And, you know, reading, because it's something that I'm not doing right now in this thing. That's the power of a well-made game. It makes you agree with the enemy. It makes the enemy, you know, have some points that their land is basically crap because of the Imperials, as opposed to Skyrim, where Partanok's, oh, is it better to be born evil or not be evil and stuff? Evil, oh yes, good evil, yeah. And that racist guy, Nord guy, with his arguments were always kind of crap. What's seeming is that Morrowind is kind of better written than Skyrim is. I mean, not to throw shade on what the developers have been doing. I know that they've repaired a lot when it comes to the lack of Elder Scrollsiness that the Elder Scrolls Online. There's the guy. There's the goddamn Nick sound I was referring to. There's 2 of them now, actually. Take that, Mr. Hound. The lore of the Elder Scrolls is absolutely amazing, and it's not just complex, but depending on who you ask, you get different information. There's very little consensus between the factions, if you will, of what actually happens and who's to blame for something. And the games do play a lot with that, especially Morrowind. Morrowind puts you in the position of almost wanting to agree to help Dagon Ur at some point. Basically because he does make a convincing argument that the other people that turn themselves into gods were the ones who killed Nerevar, and him doing the same, I mean, he turning himself into a god was just a means to try and get revenge for what they did to Nerevar. And he's not actually the villain, they are. It's a really, really well-made game that I really encourage you to play. I mean, look at how this is stable for one. It runs superbly. Yeah, okay, 44 frames a second, but look at the draw distance. Look at this draw distance. It's superb. It's amazing. Oh, nice acrobatics there. There's vampires in it. There's werewolves. I never played it with any of the expansions, so I don't know exactly what they bring. I mean, one of them brings werewolves, I know that, and the other one I think brings the Dark Brotherhood, but other than that I can't really say much about them. But if I look at the map, this whole bit here, that's from the expansion. And I think one of them's supposed to like bring up the mainland somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. I played Morrowind back in the day for like 3 months straight, but I can't really say that I explored all of it. Especially the northern regions, there were some golden saints up there that absolutely kicked my ass. And I think there was an escort mission at one point where I was supposed to water walk with somebody up here, and that just drove me crazy. Wolverine Hall, man, it's been a while. Dagothur. Should we go pay old Daggy a visit? Let's do that. I wonder how he's been. After all these years. Where I haven't seen him at all. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Oh, there's more cliff racers, and I think this is it. Yep, this is it. Let's turn down the speed to 1000. And I think this was... oh, it's... yeah, I can just clip through it. I used to have a really broken monitor back in the day. So when going into dungeons, I could basically see nothing. If I didn't have like the cat spell, not the cat spell, the night vision spell, I could basically see nothing. So sometimes I would just play like this. Because due to the background being a brighter color than the actual textures, I could see sort of where I was going. And this is how I played through most of the dungeons, most of the Dwemer places, until I got some, you know, night vision abilities. Which, it kind of pissed me off that the ring you get at the end from Azura has that ability. But it's a really weak version. Really tiny, insignificantly weak version of Inner Tower. No, and that's not it. Of the night vision spell. Yes, 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 I kicked your asses so hard like 20 years ago. Actually 19 years ago, to be honest. Around 2003 is when I actually got to play this thing on the old Pentium 2. Where was that thing? You know, that's not there. Where's the room with the thing? How different is where I came in from? Probably down here. Lower facility. Yeah, there he is. Hello, boy. How you doing? What's this? Dead hero? Who's this? I don't remember you. Well, she's dead now. I'm over encumbered. Let's see. Set strength. Now I'm not over encumbered anymore. Wait, is that really Dagothur? I mean, didn't he have a mask? Wait, no, that can't be Dagothur. Can it? Oh no, wait, I think I actually fought him twice. Here was one, and then at the actual facility itself. And he does, you know, soak up... Wait a minute, I can just switch to my weapons to have 1000 strength right now. I've contacted Ash Blight. Oh, that's... I'm gonna set my agility to 1000 as well. Actually, does it actually work? Yeah, I think it does. Should probably actually change the weapon to the Diedrich one because this doesn't really do much damage. I mean, there are... Yeah, that's better. Oh, yeah. It's... No, that was Dagot Gilvot, which is a guy I completely forgot about. 6,000 amulets, man, that takes me back. That takes me back a long time. And there's the guy.
Dagoth welcomes you, Nerevar, my old friend.
Hello.
But to this place where destiny is made, why have you come unprepared?
Yeah, you know, reasons. This is a place of destiny. Destiny may only be shaped by the wills of the tools, but raise your hand against me and I shall destroy you. Yeah. Here's the thing. I wasn't great at fighting in Morrowind. So when it came to this fight, I actually got a bunch of summons with me. A bunch of summons, a Golden Saint, no, Golden Twilight, and a Saint something, and the Remora, and a couple of stuff more, and I used those to basically get this guy off my back.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god?
And the way I actually fought him was that he started to fight those summons and they all fell off. I don't think he died. I mean, like he did this, and I think he got stuck down there. That's basically the same way I won last time, and he just stood there taking infinite damage, infinitely, and I was just, you know, walking around up here trying to punch the heart, which I can't really do now since I don't have the tools required. But yeah, that's basically how I beat Morrowind. Did somebody just swear at me? Who the hell are you? No, really, who are you? Who was that? Oh, a worker. Large wrapped corpus meat. I like the alchemy in Morrowind a lot. It's really interesting. Actually made me curious to... Did he find a way out? He just got out of there. Take that, you bastard. I spent a long time in the Morrowind trying to come up with a potion of vampirism, since I kept finding references to the cure to vampirism in certain books. I tried to figure out if there was a way to actually do the opposite. Never managed to. Never actually became a vampire in Morrowind, even though I did find vampires on occasion. But, you know, some of them were hidden in deep dark places that I couldn't reach because, you know, they were dark. And again, night vision wasn't something that I had permanent control over. So yeah, this is basically how how the game ends. Trying to build New Medium, you know, the big thing you fight at the end of Mass Effect 2. Yeah, they really stole that ending. I'm gonna load a save game now from a different mod. Some people got curious to see what the game files contain, and I found a bunch of unused NPCs. I don't remember using teleportation, but here I am, naked. Who are you? My trade. I am an agent without an agency. I am also a merchant without any goods or money. You can sell me some clothes for 0 gold if you like, and maybe it will be. Background. I was supposed to play some role in Caldera, I think. The key, I was never given the key. I can't remember, my head hurts. This is the Tavern of Broken Dreams. It is like the Cafe of Broken Dreams from Fallout 2. Okay, give them for free. Voila. Nev got clothes on, you wretch. Here you can meet all sorts of NPCs that have no purpose in the game, but are still in the game files. I just like to read books, especially those that aren't childish and silly. Too bad I never got to the bookseller position I always wanted. Yeah. Perhaps the story of a failed bookseller is precisely the kind of story I'd like to read.
Very fun. Now put some
And the NPCs used to react to how you were dressed.
If there's an excuse to wear clothes, you're it.
Yeah.
I am not amused.
Yeah, you're not amused. And there's this guy down here. Just imagine what could have been. A player would walk into a dark cave lit by eerie or red candles, looking around all the time, and then they'd see me, one of the most horrifying enemies they've ever met. But I never got a position at the 6th house base. What am I here? A bug, a weed, a piece of dust. The world is complex and unfair. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah, I know. Let's load this. And it's night outside and I teleported from a sign. That's nice. Well, I didn't really have much else to show you in terms of the mods that I installed for the game apart from that not working because, well, I didn't get a chance to play much Morrowind before making this show. But there is that glowing thing there. Let's go see what the glowing thing is. Maybe it's one of those weeds that I don't actually remember much of. Did they glow at night? I know they glow at night in Skyrim, but did they glow at night in Morrowind? I don't remember this. Who's kidding me? Oh, it's the fish. The goddamn fish. Let's see TCL again. Collisions off. Oh, there's just a glow here. Notice that I can cast fire spells underwater. That is truly an achievement. No, that's not something that I can pick up. Why is it glowing? The Nern root? I honestly don't remember if there were Nern roots in Morrowind. Maybe it's this thing? Could be this thing, it's glowing. Or maybe it's bugged out because I installed some plant mods. Could be. That could be it as well. As I said before, I really encourage you to try Morrowind with this mod, or with this engine. Is she the one with the...
I am not amused.
Are you the one with the ambush? Because there was an ambush somewhere around here. No, I don't have it. Nord? Nords are treacherous. Yeah, they are. They're assholes. There was an ambush somewhere around here. We were supposed to help somebody and then there was an invisible character right next to them. Look, a caravan.
You are a fool to walk around like that.
Makes me some use. Yes, I could get them to Vivek. Or kill them, haha! Yes. Aha. I tricked you. You'll not have me. I am cheating. This is some really intense mage spellery right here. Though I think I still have TGM turned on. Yeah, that explains why I didn't die. And now I'm dead. Yeah, sure, load it. Well, this is... Oh, I'm actually in a different place. This has been it. As I said, go try Morrowind with this engine because it runs great, it looks superb. And it's really kind of the future of the game, I would say. I know Skywind has been making progress for years, and playing Morrowind with Skyrim's combat would be something really nice, but when you do that, you kind of lose what made Morrowind Morrowind. I mean, in Morrowind, you can craft spells. In Morrowind, you have this interface. This is still the best interface that the Elder Scrolls has ever had. Look, you can resize windows. I know this doesn't make sense on consoles, but the Xbox version of Morrowind had a different interface. Yeah, that's kind of a pain in the ass to maintain 2 code bases, but still, this is the best interface the franchise has ever had. Look, I can resize, I can move. One thing I kind of wish if I could move like this bit up here, or if they move this bit here, like make it even more modular. But the inventory at least was great. You could just filter them. Yeah, there's a search here added. I'm not sure if the search was here by default, or if they just added it now. And magic, you know, it's got its own thing. Maybe making the shortcuts like accessible from this instead of from this. That would have also been a good idea. But other than that, this is unmatched. This with its interface, with its stackable clothes, with its world that, you know, it seems so big, but it's not compared to Daggerfall, yeah, but also compared to Skyrim. It also reminds me a bit of the way that Gothic's world functions. The world of Gothic, the first one I mean, is tiny. It is smaller by I think maybe half or a third of Morrowind, but it still feels gigantic. It feels immense. It manages to cram into a tiny, tiny, tiny space so much variety, so much feeling, and it doesn't feel cramped. Maybe because, you know, that they had rendering distances that were kind of small, so you couldn't really see the other town like right next to this one. Maybe that helped. It's gonna kill me. The rat's gonna kill me. This is how I die. Killed by a rat. I can't even hit him. I didn't play as a mage all that much in my initial playthrough of Morrowind, up until the end when I started to use summons because of getting my ass kicked. But this firebite would have saved my ass at that first quest for the Fighters Guild. It would have absolutely saved my ass, and so much humiliation. Well, I'll see you again probably on Friday if I manage to make that video up until then. And we'll actually have some new games on this Monday-ish video quite soon. No pedals here. One of them is actually by coincidence, since I'm making the Heroes video at the start of May and in the stream as well. One of them is related to Heroes of Might and Magic, and I'm not sure how things happen that they coincided in such a way, but hey, it's something that's happening, so who am I to judge the whims of the gods to decide that... I think she was the one, right? A bandit? Oh, trying to find them. I think she was the one that... Let's see, where's that bandit? I think he was... Let's see, TVF... I can't see him. Oh, goddammit. There she is. I think the bandit is somewhere around here, invisible, but I can't remember where. But I did hear them sneezing. They were next to a rock. Or maybe a puddle. They were around here somewhere. This was one of the most interesting things I actually came across in Morrowind when I first played it. It's just, you know, a standard quest of, oh, go be the good guy, go save, you know, recover, what was it, agree to, and deliver a glove to this young Breton woman. Actually, no, I don't think this is the same quest. No, this is a different quest. This is a different quest. I don't remember where that... I think it was near Balmora somewhere, but I don't remember where it was. No, this is a different quest. It's a different thing. It is a different thing. So, thanks for watching this video. Like and comment. I think I have to say that now, otherwise Raul will kill me.
What is this about?
Gotta find the holy place I'm searching. Sure, follow me. Turns out that if you press heart and like on every video, they go into the YouTube recommendations. So we had like 4,000 views on videos recently, which is numbers we don't get now since the channel is dead. It's kind of hard for the channel to not be dead when I've made videos basically once every 4 months, sometimes at best. But having YouTube actually recommend our videos again, that's something. Hopefully it will continue to happen. And we can actually make some money off of this channel again. Which, those 4,000 views, by the way, 60 cents. I think that's what we got. Or what we will get at some point when we reach a threshold of $100, which is gonna take about 3 years or 4. Anywho, see you later, folks. Don't forget about the rest of the videos. Go play Morrowind with OpenMW. It is great. Goodbye.